users, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. As always, if you're new to the channel, this is the road 5K subs. We got a very, very special guest in the building, man. When you talk about that real rap, when you talk about going back to the basics of it, when you talk about Grandmaster Flash, when you talk about the Fab Five, when you talk about the whole New York, when you talk about the griminess, when you talk about everything hip hop in its purest form, when you talk about rest in peace DJ Clark Kent, literally, you talk about this one right here, man. We got Audy in the building. Audy, how you feeling? Hey!
What's up?
Man, I can't call it. It's
Love
nice
that
to meet
intro.
you. Oh man, you know, we had to do it big, man. You have to salute the ones that's really keeping the culture alive to the purest form, you know what I'm saying? Because today, at the time we're recording this, Red Bull just came out with their cipher with Big Sean, Absol, and Joseph. And everybody's been talking. It's been the talk of social media today.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's just like people felt like it was a refreshing sight to see such big mainstream artists rap like that in its purest form. So for the artists like you, for the artists like say a Dalen Gideon, when you know I could go down the list and stuff like that, of keeping that true essence of hip hop. Ben Riley, Marco Plus, Suave just came out with his album Stupid. Billy 2 is crazy. But for y'all that's keeping that true essence of the sound alive, Griselda, you know, it's appreciated. It's appreciated for sure. Armani Caesar, I feel like Armani, like you and Armani, kind of like the two like women holding down the specific kind of corner of the sound that you guys are doing. So shout out to Armani Caesar as well, man.
For sure. Love her stuff. Love her. Love Griselda. Anything. Sign
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
100%. But like it's like I guess you know, just starting off, how important was that to you when you started rapping? I was watching the Deontay Kyle interview earlier today. Just doing prep work and stuff. And so I know you started rapping in 2019, really kind of like taking it serious and stuff. So like, at what point did you make the decision? Oh, shout out to Samara Sin. I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. I'll always forget Samara Sin. I'll always forget her, but salute to her for sure.
Nice.
Like at what point was it like, this is the direction I want to take rap? Because 2019, that City Girls, like Act Up is the biggest song in the world at that time. You know, they're popping. Cardi B's huge in 2019. So what made you think, okay, this is the pocket of hip hop that I want to attack?
I think it really just reflected off of like what I listened to and enjoyed myself is the kind of rap that I wanted to do. So I only ever rapped a certain way. So I was always drawn to like classic beats. Like initially, that's what I was really like, you know, spending a lot of time with. Because that's just where my heart is, honestly. Like my heart of hearts is there. So it only made sense to like see what I can do in that space because I just have so much love for it.
100%. Hey Girls podcast is in the building. They just said, let's go. Hey, literally. but yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. The soul sound and everything like that. It's a couple other folks I keep popping up in my mind, but like, I don't know. It's just always dope when you see, especially like younger artists and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not 50, you know? I'm
not the youngest cat out here either, though.
Okay. All right. So here's another thing. Here's another thing. Rinse and repeat. Been on repeat. 100%. That joint is hard. That closer.
Boys love rinse and repeat. That's what
I feel like I said, that's like hip hop. Like it almost reminds me of kind of like Runaway, like a little bit, just a little bit, like a tad of Runaway at the beginning with the key.
I can see that. Yes.
So I rock with
that.
For sure. But yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get into it now. Get into the music. So this isn't on the EP, but on Let It Be, you said, if I trip so much, fly me. That's all ball. Like he's you know, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like your whole thing is kind of like a big theme of your music is like, yo, I'm her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm her. So you better treat me as such because I know my worth and I know who I am, everything like that. I guess, just where did that confidence start to come in into play for you, I guess, in life?
I think it's just like how I was raised, and like in addition to that, but like having to kind of like navigate relationships on my own, like, and having to tell myself that when I'm not being treated right, like I've had to kind of like be my own coach through like hard times. And of course I've always had the support of my family, but like ultimately it was me like that was going through stuff. So I was always like trying to, like, I spent a lot of time with myself of feeling like however a situation is making me feel. So I kind of feel like it only makes sense that this persona that is Audy would have a lot to like say about that, because I feel that way, and I want other like women that feel like that to find me. And I also want to inspire women that maybe haven't like gotten around to that mindset yet to like get there.
100%. I feel like confidence is like the most important thing in the world. Shout out to Parker. He's in the chat. He just said, "Let it be rise." That's his
Yo.
joint. Shout out to Paul. Shout out Paul. But I think it's so important for everybody. Especially Black women in particular. You know what I'm saying, for like folks get on y'all for anything, bro. Like I just did this thing, and folks is like about a particular women's athlete, and my comment section is crazy, just talking down on her. And this is the girl that they always like, we need to protect her from the white people. And I'm like, y'all talking about the girl worse than did y'all forget what y'all said last week when you said protect her?
We contradict ourselves every day.
Man,
we really
said a
do.
word.
Yeah.
That's another bar. But confidence is important definitely for everybody, because it's like if you don't have confidence, you literally self sabotage yourself into like messing up so much and burning so many bridges. Like,
It's
oh, go ahead.
kinda
I'll let you
like,
go. I'll let you go.
no, yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like, I mean, you can't move through life without it. So I feel like everybody probably has some sort of base level or something. I hope that everybody does, that can make them feel confident. But I feel like everybody isn't like maxed out at that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people aren't very confident, and a lot of people pretend to be confident. Which I feel like sometimes you have to. Like I don't always feel the same level of confidence every day. But I think when I'm creating and when I know that I'm like connecting with somebody, like that is like what fills me. So I think it propels the confidence more. Yeah.
Sometimes you definitely have to fake it until you make it. I feel like that's Kanye's entire life. Like Kanye, I think Kanye's a very insecure, kind of self-conscious person. Like
Yeah.
which he's admitted a billion times.
Right.
But it's like he's had to be Kanye. He's had to be Ye to make it as far as he has. But,
I mean, yeah, I think it's power in believing something that isn't tangible. And I think that's like what confidence can be sometimes. Like if you can believe in yourself, I feel like you can do anything like truly in the world. So having that belief is the foundation. I definitely feel like most artists are going to be a little more self-aware, which can make you more insecure, because I know for me, like I can live in my head sometimes, like literally. So I know I'm not the only artist that has felt that way. Yeah, I feel like we probably are the most like hard on ourselves and stuff, because we're trying to give people something to, to hold, to latch to like, to enjoy. We're trying to not please people, but I don't know any artist that wouldn't want anyone to like their music. So
100%. I mean, it's like it's a vulnerable thing. It's a vulnerable thing
it's
to
so
make a song and put
vulnerable.
out like a project, because it's like your inner thoughts. If you write your stuff, hold on now. Oh, if you have shout out. First of all, I want to say shout
I
out.
will say though,
Yeah, go ahead.
say something about like being an artist in itself, whether you're a persona or if you are like truly a writer. I haven't even scratched the surface of it. So I really respect people in that space now in a different way than I ever have, because it's a space that I'm trying to insert myself in. So I respect anybody that's like doing it at all, honestly. And if you really like going hard with it, you know, if you're being true to yourself, then I respect it. But don't call yourself no rapper or no lyricist if you don't write. Don't I gotta no.
Talking that talk, talking that talk, talking that talk. Ava Parker said, "Never question on the EP. It's the best confidence booster." So that's Ava's like personal
Facts,
favorite
Ava.
with
I feel
boosting
like that
confidence
too.
and
I've been
stuff
liking
like
Never Question a lot lately. That's been my favorite.
No, 100%, 100%. But yeah, like that stuff is all, you know, just is what it, you know, I just made a thing about delusion because people were talking about like, oh, this person's delusion. I was like, I want to live in delusion. Like, I never want to live in reality. Why would I want to live in reality? That's boring. It's whack. It's got a ceiling on it. I want to live in delusion forever. I want to think like, we're going to the moon. Like, I want to think that constantly all the time.
I feel like a balance is good because you can't you gotta come down to earth at some point, damn it. I think a good balance is good. But I do think there's something really beautiful about people who can like go in that space and it because it can remove any like doubt that you can get from being too in reality. So I think if you can like find a good balance of that, then you can probably set yourself up really well for whatever you want to do.
No, 100%, 100%. Now, in this song, "Let It Be," like I said, which is not on the EP, Audemars.
You like Let It Be? It's okay.
Well, no. I just took a couple notes of it because it's the first song I heard from you. So I was taking notes because it like just popped out. Like your stuff just pops out to where I'm like taking notes because I was like,
I love that.
But another line on it, you said, "That man blow me. I'd rather my rose."
Yeah, that's the chorus.
So I want to ask you kind of just about like that entire thing of like, at what point do you think it is like, okay, humans need humans, but also like men suck? And like, how do you balance that out? Like, what is the percentage for you? Because I like, so I talked to Anicia, right? Like a few months ago. And like, she is just like, oh, men, I hate men. And she's like, not you, Rashad. And I'm like, hey, okay.
And she got a man now too. So her thoughts have probably changed on it. And I will say, absolutely for Let It Be, absolutely for my song Clowns that was on the EP too. Those are songs that I was fueled with like hatred of men, like, but it's not a permanent hatred. Like, so I definitely am excited to put out different perspectives regarding men in my music because I do have different feelings than that. And I kind of came off a little strong, but it's funny because men are who are like my biggest fan base right now. So y'all like to be yelled at. I don't know. Y'all like people are mean to y'all. I don't know. Y'all are weird.
You already, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that where that is. For those of y'all who know, there's a whole communities out there, there's Reddit communities and stuff like that.
Facts.
Safe spaces for men like that and things
right.
like that. Why do I feel she yells at me and tells me I'm a loser and I'm more lazy? But okay, I want to go to Clowns now. So we're finally moving into the project Clowns. The music video for Clowns, it is like it opens up with like the most attention grabbing possible way. I wanted to ask you about that opening shot. What was the intention of opening up with that particular shot? What was it, to grab attention? Was it to prove that you could talk like that and show off? I guess you know, just, I don't know, whatever it might be to like, what is it?
Well, I didn't necessarily know that would be the first shot because I'm not the videographer, right? Like just to pull the curtain, I didn't know. But boy, was it a good choice. I was very pleased when I saw that. And when I think about it now, I feel like it kind of just gives like welcome to my world. Like I think because I did one music video before that for Let It Be. But I feel like with Clowns, it was just a little more comfortable. because I feel like I was talking shit on Let It Be, but I feel like in Clowns, I really kind of let you have it. So I feel like to set the scene like that and have me over the TV like that, and then like, you know, the slow shot panning up to me. It's just giving like I'm here, and you're gonna listen to what I'm gonna say, and hopefully you like it.
No. I definitely I see that. And it's like you always have to, I feel like, imagine, especially as a newer artist, you have to imagine, okay, this is somebody's first time seeing me. This is their first impression of me. And like if it catches their attention, it grabs their attention. You know, it's like with who Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky's first, you know, music video ever was like something that had the shell shock, and he went viral on
Yeah.
the day, and he made a rap career off of it. So, and the TV show eventually and everything like that. So
Right.
I think those things are always important. Is there something you're thinking about when you're creating? Like even when you're writing, like that man blow me, I'd rather my rose, not to go back and belabor on that line. But it's like I remember watching DDG, his hit-a-thon on Twitch, and he said he was saying like crazy stuff in every song, at least one line that was just like, "Did you just say that?" And they were asking him about it. They were like pressing him about it, and he said, "You got to say something that's going to go viral that catches people's attention and get people talking about the song." So I get, is that something that you
Okay.
think about in your creation process, or is it just something that naturally happens? If you have something bold, a bold choice, you just make the bold choice.
I think I'm mostly gonna always go bold, and but I don't even think I think like that. Like I was just writing to that beat. Like I had got a lot of beats when I wrote that song that day, and obviously I was drawn to the sample. So once I started vibing with it, the chorus is the first thing I had, and like it just came straight to me. Like I didn't think much about it. So I think my mind is just bold and crazy. So crazy stuff is just gonna come up, and we'll deal with the repercussions later.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's take a deeper dive into that. So you said your mind is crazy, and you talked about how, because I think you said this on Deontay Cowell's podcast, where you said, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Clowns. You said that was written a few years ago.
Yes, Clowns.
Yes.
Was written
Okay. All right. So let's stay there. Let's stay there.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Walk with me. Okay. So you said Clowns was written a few years ago. Obviously, Let It Be is an older song. And these are the songs that you said you're more kind of cold towards men and things of that sort, because that's how you're feeling back in that particular time of life.
Right.
That combined with, like you said, you have crazy thoughts and you go bold. Just exactly who is Audy? Like, who was Audy growing up? Did you, like, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, say, well, they kind of gentrified the word crash out, like, and you know, watered it all the way down to a person that argues or yells or something. But is that your personality type?
To crash out?
So like,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I mean, not
Yes.
literally crash out like the original term, but like the other side.
Right. Yeah, no, we would be here all day. Please. We would literally be here all day and night. I've definitely, like, once my frontal lobe developed, some of that subsided, but I've always kind of been rebellious. I've always just been, you know, quick at the mouth. I mean, I could go on and on. Like, when I was writing those songs, as much as I hated the nigga probably hated me just as bad because of how crazy I'm. Like, I'll be honest. So, yeah.
How important do you think the character Roman is in hip hop history?
Roman as a Nicki Minaj? Super, because I don't even think at the time I was putting it together that Roman was like this person that was living inside of her. Like, I didn't piece that till later. I just knew that sometimes she would be a little crazier, and that's what I would really like. I would be like, give me Roman. But I didn't know it at the time. I didn't put it together at the time. But yeah, that kind of made it safe for us Black women, like, to go into these different bags and like be seen in a different light and be talking in a different way, and it not be like sexy, like for it to just be like hard and real. And I'm grateful for like all the crazy things that I've done and been through, just because I have so much to pull from, like a lot. So I'm sure she did too. So yeah, Roman is super important.
No, 100%. And I think Roman is important for like general just life and stuff like that. By the way, Amir Butcher said her pen too cold. So shout out Amir. Shout out Amir in the chat as well. But yeah, like I feel like it's important to, like you said, see women in something that's not like just sexual or this and that, because it's like a lot of times men, if they find an attractive woman out in public, right, get her number and go out, take her on a date, and now they get to know each other more, and she gets a little more comfortable, and she does something weird, and he's like, huh, what?
Yeah.
You are, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's important. It was so important for Nicki Minaj to be like weird and say "Dala Balaco cheesecake." Like, it was so important for her to say that, for us to be like, dang, that's kind of like, all right, well, I'm rocking with it.
Important.
Because it's like, that's how a lot of people act behind, closed doors, just in front of their bedroom mirrors or the bathroom mirrors and stuff like that. And so it kind of humanized women, and instead of just like these objects, I got a bad chick, I got a, and I felt like, so I don't know. I definitely salute that. And I kind of, what you said, it made sense of you, kind of saluting Nicki and your Deontay Kyle interview and stuff like that. And then now you talking about your background and everything and how that comes into your lyrics. I don't know. Those two worlds just intersect. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say she raised me, because I kind of had strict parents, so like I couldn't really listen to her for real, like until I.
You said pastor parents?
Huh?
You said pastor parents?
No, just regular strict.
Okay,
just like teacher strict.
Okay. I was about to, you PK too?
Yeah, just no, not pastor, no. But I kind of moved like a pastor's kid. Like, I just wanted to do the opposite of whatever they said. So don't listen to Nicki. I want to listen to Nicki. But they never told me not to. But she was just, I couldn't always do it. But yeah, I forgot what we were saying.
Well, you were talking about, I was talking about the intersection of like Nicki's influence in your music based off of your personal experiences, and you not being afraid to put your personal experiences and your personality in your music.
I feel like the more that I'm making music, the more comfortable I am. I don't think I've been as vulnerable as I can be. For sure. I know I haven't. So I think that I'll be able to as I just progress as an artist. I think for this project, I was just really focused on showing diversity and giving you different styles. For like, just to kind of, I wanted it to kind of just be kind of like an exhibition of what I could do. So I kind of feel like I haven't pigeonholed myself to any specific direction to go after this. Especially because the songs before that I dropped are different too. So yeah, I kind of just feel like with my next stuff, it'll be getting vulnerable in different ways. Like, I haven't really talked about how happy I've been in life and like a whole bunch of stuff I haven't talked about.
Hey, give it up for happiness, bro. Give it up for happiness, man. What are we talking about, man? Shout out to happiness, man.
Yeah, I could be nice.
I could be nice is crazy. Audy's coming back. Hold on. Audy just blacked out. We're gonna see where Audy is and everything like that. Shout out to, there he is. There she is. She's
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
You're good. You're good. I can hear you. And your manager just said project is literally a 10 out of 10.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Okay. How am I gonna do this? Hey,
no.
Chat, can y'all hear me?
Should I leave and come back?
Yeah. Leave and come back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Audy, we got Audy in the building. She just dropped her EP, Audemars. You know what I'm saying? The cover art is cold as well. We got Jamila in the building, Jamila, her manager, things of that sort. But the cover art, she's kind of like in the thing of the thing telling time, like the little time tickers and stuff like that. Audy's back in the waiting room. I'm about to bring her back on stage right now. I don't know if she can hear me while she's backstage, but I'm gonna bring her back so she can prepare in 3, 2, 1. Audy, welcome back. Can you hear me now?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay,
Sorry.
great. Hey, you're good. You're good. She okay. Chat said they can hear both. They can hear both of us. All right, fire. Okay, but okay, so we were talking about that and strict parents and the upbringing and everything and happiness.
Yes, happiness. I
I
haven't made
want
my
to ask you
tracks
though. I want to ask you. There's a lot of artists who have. Are you okay? It's a kind of a two-part question. Are you glad that a lot of your maybe more kind of angry? I don't want to say angry because then you call a black woman angry. I'm apologize. But like a lot of your music where you're upset or disappointed. Disappointed is the word. Disappointed in men and romantic partners and everything like that. Are you kind of glad that a lot of that music is happening at the beginning of your career? Because I think once you have like a crazy fan base, right? And say SZA or Summer Walker, like they're going to time to be sad. Like Rod Wave. I don't think Rod Wave can make an album. Love is so beautiful. Like people be like, this is trash. I came to cry, Rod. Like you know what I mean? So are you happy about that? First of all, that's kind of like the early stages of your career.
That's interesting. I don't know. I really don't know because who's to say I won't be pissed off again? Like,
I'm just speaking it into existence, some positivity, some optimism.
Oh, well, yes. But I also think, I don't know. Anger kind of brings out great tunes. Not gonna lie. It's good fuel for that. So I don't necessarily think, even if like there's not new things that happen, but life happens, I'm sure things will happen. I still have things I haven't pulled from, I guess is what I'm saying, to write about. So I don't even think I'm done. But I think even when I was rapping, like initially when I was first starting, I was kind of coming from a place of it being therapeutic. And I think that's how this whole thing even started. So now that I'm here, it's like, okay, what else, like what other kind of like records do I want to make? What else do I want to talk about? So I don't know that I'll stop pulling from things that were hard because I think people need to hear it. People can relate. I always want to make stuff that people can relate to. I'm just excited to tap into other things too. Especially like, cause I like love Black men. Like I don't want it to get fucked up out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want it to get fucked up out here.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely because you have to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they can relate to pain, like they love pain. And at the same time, it's like, you know, then you get outsiders listening to the music and they think it's cool to, I really don't like. I'm gonna take this moment to say this. And this is not Audy saying this. This is me, Rashad. I think Doja Cat is extremely talented.
Why I can say that too.
Yeah, and extremely. You want to wait for it, Audy? Wait.
Oh no.
A great producer, great rapper, great singer, everything like that. She makes good songs.
Yes.
Her doing that ain't ish song makes me uncomfortable because it just makes me uncomfortable. Like if you made that song, if Anizi made that song, if anybody else made that song, I would be like, I'm cool with it. It is what it is. We be tripping. It's like, you know, it's like
why don't you like that Doja made it?
Because Doja specifically
like why can't
she's specifically
like
using
it?
right the N-word, right? And like the hook and everything like that. The name of the song. And she exclusively dates white guys. That's what makes, because it's like, who is this N-word you're talking? Like, because it's like, you know, so it's like, and then she's performing in a crowd with the white people, and the white people are all singing it, but they all their heart. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable, bro.
I can see that.
Shout out to Ring a Bell, ring my bell in the chat. They say I love the visuals. Paul
Thank
Parker once
you.
again showed some love. He said, "Have you listened to the project? Question mark, question mark. It's
5
really
mics?
5 mics."
Okay.
And yes, Paul, I have listened to the project. Like I said, it brings down to the thing to me. I want to ask you. I know I'm like kind of hyper focusing on the video and the visuals and stuff like that. But going back to the clowns video, you wore red in it. Was that an intentional choice of the double entendre of clown noses and kind of like sex appeal, or was it just like, oh, I want a red?
I probably got that outfit the day before I shot. It wasn't intentional. It just happened to work. I don't want to lie to you. It wasn't nothing intentional about that outfit. I just said I need something sexy in a robe, and that's what I found the day before.
Okay.
It happened to work, but I was going for specific types of looks. Like when I wore the collared dress, it was intentional that I wanted to look that way. And then when I had the gloves on, that was intentional. But not necessarily for anything deep. I just knew for whatever reason I wanted to look a certain way for this part and look a certain way for that part, but nothing other than that.
I want a smooth, tough ting. He said, "Keep going up." He's showing his love to you, showing his support, everything like that. Shout out to Mrs. Smooth, everything in the chat. Ava said she loves the honesty. She put a bunch of laughing emojis. I want to ask you about being on Deontay Cal's podcast, because obviously he's gone viral so many times, and he's known like as a modern day leader of Black thought and Black intellectualism in terms, especially in the content creation game. So that is my knowledge of him beforehand, and I've seen a few of his interviews on other people's podcasts and stuff, and I've seen, like I said, the viral clips. So I'm going in watching my first ever Grits and the Eggs full podcast of YouTube, and it is the silliest thing, and y'all just laughing for an hour and a half. I was like, I didn't know Deontay Cal was this funny. I thought he was just literally just Malcolm X, Black people, food stamps, white man can't tell. Like, I thought that was his whole thing. So I was like, no, this is nice to see him switch it up like this.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's family. I love Grits and Eggs. Shout out to Grits and Eggs. That was like such a nice experience, like 10 out of 10 experience. I was so comfortable. I was nervous as hell, mind you. Before I did it, I was like, what the hell am I about to do? What am I about to talk about? I was so scared. But it was, as soon as we started, it was so cool and chill. Terramana definitely loosened her up a bit. But it was great. That's fam. Deontay and Big Cat, they always show love. They've been showing love for a while now. They were at my listening party. Like that's just genuine love, and I love what they are doing. I love their podcast. I love that they're getting all the right attention, and I just love that for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not on no bullshit. Like, it's so solid. Like they are just really solid guys. Really solid men.
It's some real men content.
Yeah,
real men content. It's like you know how Mexico Joe came in with the man. He said, "I ain't listening no with some French tears." I seen Lil Yachty sing too. I said, "Lil Yachty, you got a whole nail polish line talking about some. I ain't listening to no man with no. He talking about you,
right?"
But, right. I want to go into this once again. Everything like that. Just with kind of you being a DMV artist, you being DMV native and everything like that, now being implanted in the South. Just like, how do you think your experiences kind of pour into your music, into your lyrics, the atmosphere and the environments of who Audy is as an artist?
I think for one, it's made my sound very unique. So I was born in Alexandria, Virginia, and then I lived in DC and Maryland before I moved here to Atlanta, but like not Atlanta, Gwinnett, you know, for the specific warriors out there. That was the whole thing. But nah, so I feel like that's kind of already given me some type of leverage, because you can't really pinpoint where I'm from. Unless you are from, I feel like if you're from the DMV, you could probably hear the DMV sometimes in me, but only sometimes. It's not very prominent. I also feel like I sound Southern, kind of crazy, but I sound Southern sometimes. So I think as far as just like sonically, I have an interesting blend in my voice. And then as far as like the type of stuff I talk about, I don't know. I didn't like, date drug dealers and stuff, so I don't have that to pull from. Like I only have like my own experiences to pull from. Not that that's what everybody like, does, but yeah, I feel like my experiences haven't necessarily been the mainstream things that like are talked about.
But that's good.
Yeah, it is good.
It's like
But
we don't want to hear the same. I don't want to hear the same thing when I listen to a new artist.
Well, some people feel like that, and some people think they feel like that, but then they still like the same old stuff. Like people are so funny about like the type of music that they like. Like they'll say that they want new stuff. You give them new stuff. They don't give a fuck about your new stuff. Like, all right, what do you want?
That's an interesting point. I'm thinking about that. Because it is definitely like I'm definitely one of those people where I'm like I'm a purist, but I love music. Like I mean, music. I'm talking about Playboi Carti's album. So it's like you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
I like stuff like that, bro.
yeah.
I mean, I can't lie, but I feel like it only works with certain artists. Like shout out to Lil Sandwich. Lil Sandwich in the
Little
chat. Shout out to the
Sandwich. That's the
DMV.
cutest name.
Yeah. Shout out Lil Sandwich. Yeah.
Hey, Little Sandwich.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Baltimore.
Tiny sub.
For sure. What part of like okay, so in Gwinnett, because I know that's where Kara's from, that's where Ruby Rose is from, that's where Drewski's from.
Damn.
Is that like is that your era? Like, did you know any of them, or based off of your reaction, it's looking like you guys might have been two different.
Funny enough, a friend of mine was Drewski's roommate at Georgia Gwinnett College. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you a real adopted Gwinnett baby for real.
Yeah. No. I'm and tell you the truth, I said she repping Gwinnett. Like I'm more from Gwinnett than I am anywhere else. Like that's where I've been the longest. So I would definitely say like, and it's crazy. I love DMV. Like I do. But I think I'm from Gwinnett. Crazy to say.
It's kind of like, we're coming 20 years of Katrina, and like all the Katrina transplants, like it's like they grew up with, me, I was in the 5th grade when that, so it's like those kids were with me from 5th grade all the way through now through like adulthood, and they probably consider themselves low key from here, like I mean from Atlanta,
right?
Well, I'm here now, ironically, but yeah, from Atlanta, so I don't know, it's a weird thing when you move around and stuff. I wanted to ask you about being in the service, right? Because you were in the service. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
But yeah, like, is that gonna go into your music? Because I feel like those stories right there. If I hear that, I never heard anybody rap about their time in the service. Like, wake up 5 a.m. basic. I'd love to hear that in the song.
Not my favorite period of time, like not in a bad way, but like I don't think it would be so on the nose. I'll put it like that. It wouldn't be so on the nose if I was pulling from like those experiences. Because who the fuck wants to hear that? Like I feel like some things haven't been made because they're not supposed to. Like I don't know.
I want to hear at least a couple lines alluding to it. Like
I can give you a couple lines. That's why I said it might not be a whole song about.
Yeah. No. But it feels something like I remember being in the military. I was starving. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you want to hear some type of struggle. Like it's like, oh man, she was in the military. Like what am I gonna do with my life? Like this is hard. Like she got it out there. Like I want to hear something like that. I like hearing stuff like that.
Okay. I'll take that. I think I would just want to find the coolest, most delicious way to say it if I was going to say it. Like that'd be my thing. Because I would say anything, but I needed to sound the way I wanted to sound, or I'm not going to want to do it.
Who do you think are the coolest rappers like of all time?
Coolest is a good adjective because that changes from best. Coolest. Not even on no DMV stuff. Wale is cool as a fan.
Shout
Like,
out to
and cool as
Wale.
hell. That nigga so flyer. I love Wale. Definitely him. Who else? Of all time, I don't know. Khan for sure. The Machine, Slant Face Killer. He's a
Shout
cool
out to
guy.
Khan. Man, look, you really like, see, hold on. We gotta run this back. At the beginning of the interview, I shouted out Armani, right? I shout out Griselda. You said, I love Griselda. A lot of people would say something like that, and they really don't love the folks. Like, you saying Conway, because you didn't say Gun, you didn't say West Side Gun, like and Benny. Though I feel like those are a little more kind of obvious choices when you're talking about, Griselda and stuff like that. You said Conway. I'm like, she really about this. I appreciate that.
He can rap his ass off, and I just believe, like, when I listen to his music, I feel like I'm wherever he is when he's talking about it. Like, I feel like I'm right there. I feel like the baby just woke up. Spring 80, the baby is up. Like, I feel like I'm right there when I hear his shit. Like, I listened to him a lot when I first started rapping because it was just so inspiring. Mind you, I cannot relate to him at all. But for some reason, that shit was fueling me, like, literally. So yeah, that's real love I'm showing to them, literally. And he really, like, he's fuck with me. He actually follows me, so like I really fuck with him. Yeah.
Who's okay? All right. We're gonna go back to that, but I want to ask you on that note, who's like some of the cosigns that really surprised you so far?
His is a shock. Like, his is crazy. His might be number one damn near. Like, that's crazy. Obviously Clark, but
Oh yeah.
Clark, that was deeper than a cosign. He taught me how to rap low key, like high key, honestly.
Yeah.
High key, yeah.
I want to go back into Clark later. I'm sorry for cutting you off right there because I really want to give him his entire kind of love and stuff.
But who else?
So yeah, you said Conway, Wale.
Rhapsody liked a video of mine. I kind of don't want to count it just because I sent it to her. Like, you saw it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't find me on her own. So
yeah.
I feel like that might have hit a little different. And that was in like COVID-y time, but it was still like, wow, thanks, Rap. Like, didn't know you would respond, but like, preach. Like, Tierra Whack too. I reached out to her and she like showed love too. So that was cool. But I take that with a grain of salt. Like, the world was different. It was COVID. Everybody was home. So I don't know if I'm playing myself by
I'm gonna let
that,
you know.
but
I'm gonna let you know as a man. A lot of people was ignoring their DMs still back in. There was a lot of people still ignoring their DMs in the pant. Don't even worry about it. If they noticed it and they liked it, they showed you some genuine love. It still counts.
no, for sure. I just, in my mind, never really, like, I be forgetting it. The only, like, the ones I be remembering is like Conway, because he like followed me not that long ago. He like messaged me not that long ago. Like, that's nice. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, I still do think it's dope. But I would like them to circle back.
It's on the way. The EP just came out. Audy,
I would like them to circle
patience.
back. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So going back to the coolest rappers of yours.
Coolest
Wale,
rappers. Oh yeah, we stopped at
Conway.
Obviously Hove. Come on. Another guy that just like takes me to 1996 when I listen to him. Like, that when I was 0 years old. He just takes me there and I know exactly what's going on. I'm there. Who else is cool as hell? Oh, Wiz is just a cool ass nigga.
Shout out to Wiz. He's taking
just
on like the
cool
big
as a
bro kind of role in 2025 of like going on the streams and stuff with Playboy Max and DDG, and it's just like
he outside.
Yeah.
And I love that because he's so nostalgic to me. I wasn't like crazy into him, but like he is a legend. Like, literally, he's a legend. Push. Now that nigga makes me want to sell work for real. I love Push. He cool. Even if I never even knew what he looked like, he just got the coolest voice. He picks the coolest beats. Like, he's super cool. Super cool. Who else is cool? I ain't talked about no ladies. I mean, Dolce is really fucking cool.
Shout out to Dolce.
Hey, my guys.
Yeah, Brooklyn Billionaires in the building says salute.
That's my guys.
Shout out Brooklyn Billionaires. But okay, Dolce. Salute today. Hey, hold on. I feel like I called out a lot of people in this, so I like to call out more people right now. Aiden Ross, bro, what are you doing? I feel like every 2 to 3 business weeks, Aiden Ross is like, hey, black people, I don't like you. Thank you for giving me your money. And he keeps doing it. And black people are just like, man, I'm mad at Aiden Ross. And the next day they're like, he's got blue face box and so.
I'm a little bit old when it comes to like the streaming stuff. Like I'm a little bit dated. Like I'm not following. But as far as him, I feel like he's not like a real person. Like, and I don't know if he gets paid by somebody to like say outlandish things, but like I can't find what his point is. I can't figure it out.
Aiden made $500,000 in the last 16 days off of just Kick streaming. So
that shit made me want to turn on a video game. I want to.
Yeah, you going? What's up, YouTube? Man?
Hey guys.
Look, hey, little sandwich. Ash. What about Chance?
Obviously, I love Chance. I just talked about him on Deontay Cow, but I can talk about him here too. I love Chance. That might be one of the coolest voices to me too.
100%.
That's a really cool voice.
I met him once and I asked him one question while he was walking away, and like he looked at me and he knew he couldn't answer it, so he kept walking. I asked him when the Gambino project was coming out, and he just
now why the hell would you bother that man?
I'm like, if I have one question with Chance the Rapper in my entire life,
good question.
I'm going to press him about this project that was supposed to happen in 2014. Like, it's like I feel like I'm not doing my job as a everything.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, he just looked at me and kept walking, but he smiled though. He smiled.
I mean, what else would he say?
Yeah, I know, right? Like he'd be like, "It's coming out on Tuesday." Jammin T Judah Incorporated says, "Sup, bro? Sup, Jammin? What's up, Jammin? Is that your man's?"
No, I don't know him.
Okay. Oh, shout out! Hey,
Hey,
Jammin. Hey. Welcome in.
Welcome.
But yeah. Okay. All right. So Dolce was your only woman so far.
I know. Let me get back to my girls. Girls. You said rapper, right?
Yeah, rappers.
Okay. You already know Nikki. We already said that.
Shout out Nikki.
Remy's really cool.
Remy's
really cool. I mean, all the girls are cool. Like, all the girls are cool. Eve, cool as shit.
Oh, shout out Eve, for sure, the Queen of England.
She got a billionaire. She is cool as a fan. No, but she been cool. She's been cool.
Had her own TV show.
Right. Yeah, she did it different. Love Eve. Missy.
Oh, I was waiting for that one. I thought that was kind of an obvious one.
Nah, she might
like,
be one.
I'm gonna let her get to it now.
Because I'm thinking about present and then I'm trying to go to past. Like,
okay, I got you. I'm with you.
But nah, yeah. Missy is the blueprint. I kind of really, I mean, her pen is incredible. Like, you know, especially for other artists. Like, I think it's phenomenal that she can write like that. Low key could see myself doing some of that. For different artists later. Like I see that kind of in my future. Like kind of some of the moves she made.
Who are the artists that you would like to write for? You would like to write for like R&B singers or?
Yep. I would like to write for R&B singers.
That's
for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anybody else before we wrap up? Queen Latifah, Tierra Whack.
Oh my gosh. Double yes.
It's okay when you get put on it, like it's I get it.
Yeah, don't Queen Tierra, please. Yeah, Tierra Whack is just her flows. Stop it, get out of here. Queen Latifah is just like Is she like the biggest female rapper ever?
Yeah, she's probably like the female Will Smith, I would say.
That's yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. So
you like the female Will Smith.
it's nothing else that needs to be said. She's a legend. It's kind of crazy that she was rapping like that too back in the day. Like she was talking her shit, but it was so politically correct. Like I love her for that. Like that it was. I'll say it wasn't raunchy. I'll put it like that. It wasn't raunchy. I really that was cool of her.
It's like kind of Tupac-ish.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Like it crossed certain boundaries, but it didn't cross other boundaries. Like I don't know. It was really respectable, I'd say. Who else? I love Lady London too. I feel
Shout
like
out Lady London.
yeah, I love Lady London.
They be going crazy on Lady London online. Y'all need to chill on Lady London for sure.
I remember when she was like posting freestyles on Instagram literally during COVID. So like her trajectory has been really, really, really cool and inspiring to watch. So because she's somebody else that like raps and writes. Like so I respect people that really, really care about that. So yeah.
No, 100%. And I also like I said, like I kind of mentioned it in bypass earlier, but like I really want to kind of reiterate that like Caribou is like my favorite rapper because it's like she brought something different to the game. And
Yeah.
you know, I have to always kind of say that when people bring up writing because of the whole Yachty situation,
Yeah.
people just have ran with this thing that she doesn't write. And I think she's proved time and time again she can write and it can be dope stuff. So
No,
shout out
she
to
has
her.
a really cool sound, and I just like her vibe. Like I like a cool bitch vibe, and her and Amicia are like cool bitches for sure.
For sure.
And Lotto, they're
And they got sons. They got sons already.
sons. Oh, like as in mini me's.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, duh.
they got sons already.
Yeah, everybody gonna try to, but everybody can't do it. I wish people would learn that. Everybody can't do everything.
Everybody
Like,
can't be Audy.
Everybody can't like be you. You gotta figure you out. You gotta be you.
How long did it take to figure you out in life?
Huh?
How long did it take to figure out who Audy was in real life?
28 years. It took.
So you saying I guess that's kind of like more of a philosophical question. I feel like when you do figure out yourself, I think that's when life ends, right? Because it's a constant learning. Doesn't it make sense?
I think I probably started trying to learn more about myself within the last 5 years or so, probably around the time I started rapping. I've also like low-key been on a journey of like finding myself kind of while I've been navigating music and stuff. So I would say I know myself, but I'm ever changing. We all are ever changing. So my job is to keep seeking me, I guess. So that's what I'm trying to do.
How is it like you said, you said earlier, you was like, I'm not the youngest now. And I'm like, you're not old though. Like, it's like the internet has kind of warped old so badly. Like, it's like
funny though.
I remember I was scared
old.
to turn 30. I was like, bruh, if I don't get this done by 30, my life is over.
That shit is dead. I don't care about that. I used to feel like at 30, shit was supposed to be a certain way. But once you damn near are like in your 20s, it's like, nigga, I got a long way to go. It's not gonna happen by 30. Like, what? Picket fence? Girl, you ain't got a man. What? So yeah, 30. It's funny. I only care about the shit people say on the internet, like about age and shit, while I'm looking on the internet. As soon as I lock my screen, like I don't actually give a fuck. Like I think it's beautiful to age. Like I really, really do. I think it's a gift everybody doesn't get to. So I think it's just one of them things that they've always made it harder for women. Like they've been harder on women about aging because it's all about how we look and, you know, who we can appeal to and blah, blah, blah. So I don't really give a fuck about that shit because it's actually only on the internet. I don't even think people in real life feel that passionately about it.
I remember when Asian Doll was trying it with Cash Doll when they were going back and forth, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Cash Doll 35," and this. And I was like, nobody literally cared, and nobody still doesn't care. Like you're trying to discredit
And
this
stop
woman for being
telling me her
35. It's like
age. Like
if the
that's
song
not.
is hard, the song is hard. Like, and I like a Cash Doll song, and I like an Asian Doll song. Like when she did the "Who Exposing Me" freestyle, I love that from Asian Doll. And I love the Cash Doll when she did the "Ice Me Out," and you know,
Oh
like
yeah, that was a
she's one of them
classic.
rappers. You know what I'm saying? So I like both of them, but it's just like you not doing what you think you're doing when you're trying to call someone old for rapping, bro.
It's just like, God forbid you get old. Like
You know what I
you're
mean?
gonna be that same lady that you
You have to
calling
look at it
old.
like this too. Hip hop is 50, what, 2?
Young as hell. Young.
Hip-hop, so historically there weren't old hip hop fans because hip hop isn't old in itself. So it's like
A word.
as we're growing up, this is the first time that we've had 40-year-old hip hop fans at nauseum. First time we've had 50-year-old hip hop fans at nauseum. Like my dad's in his 60s. He was a big hip hop fan, you know, with LL Cool J and all those guys and stuff like that in the 80s.
Mine too.
So it's you know what I mean? So it's like this is the first time that we've had old hip hop fans.
That's
so
crazy.
As hip hop fans get older, guess what? The artists are gonna have an audience as old as they get because the fan base is gonna be there for them. The listening is gonna be there for them. The demographics are gonna be there for them. So I don't know. It's stupid to me.
It is stupid, but I think it is definitely something people forget as far as how young the genre is. It's very, very young in comparison to rock and, you know, other types of music. It's damn near the newest. So that's as successful as it is for it to be the, you know, the genre of the charts now. It's just like, it's amazing. But I mean, shit changes and shit evolves, and it's like, I don't know. I always wanted to incorporate like my roots with things that are new still. And I feel like I think a lot of people do that. And I think that's beautiful. Like, so anything you're making new, I think is new. Even if you rapping on a boom bap beat in 2025. Like, I hate when people feel like that's like, oh, that sounds like the 90s. Like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I feel like you do a good job of intertwining the two, like you said, of like going to the pure basics of hip hop, but also like, you know, popping it in your lyrics. It's like, it's kind of like City Girls meets Griselda, you know, whatever the case might be. But it's like,
hey, that's a crazy way to put it.
But it's cool. It's cool. It's like,
that
this is nice.
Cool.
I never heard it like this before. It's like usually because with the way that you rap, like technically, like it goes along conscious rap, but it's like a lot of times it's just fun music. It's like fun, vibe music, like you said, like outside music. You know, Anicia, like you said, is in love now, but she said this Gangster Girls is like for the girls outside who don't need a man and just you know, you heard it in the first single, the Never Need, like is I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, for going to Fort Bass and hugging him, maybe. But you know, it's just like sometimes it's fun, man. Sometimes it's fun. Amir said bars go over your head. Bars go over your head. Oh, Amir, he's saying bars go. Is he saying the bars are going over my head because I'm like a lot of your music is fun?
No. Well, is he? I don't know.
I don't know. Amir, is that a diss? Are you dissing me, Amir? Because hey, we can. Nah, I'm just.
What's beef?
But
nah. I mean, I think music is supposed to feel good, so I don't want to even make anything that's like, wait, what did she say? Let's run it back and peel it all back, like what the fuck? Like, I don't ever want to
this at 8:24 a.m. for Kobe.
Like, I don't want to miss you. I don't want to miss you. Like, I want you to get what I'm saying. But I do want you to have to think maybe a tiny bit, but you shouldn't have to maybe go back and research it like all the time. Like, that's just a lot. Music should feel good. I feel like punchlines are needed and necessary because it's like, oh shit, I like how you did that right there. Like, it hits you immediately. Like, I don't know. I want people to know what the hell I'm rapping about. I don't want to miss people. I'm not that over your damn head. Shit.
I respect it. I respect it because it's like it's real easy as a lyrical rapper, everything like that. As we're crossing the hour mark, so I don't want to hold you too long. But like it's real easy as a rapper if you want to like, oh, I want to say something, I want to prove I got bars and I'm clever and this and that. It's real easy to go to like every line has to have a double meaning and wordplay and this and that. And now you get into the point where it's like, I don't know what you said.
Right. Right. And that used to be a struggle of mine when I first started rapping because it was all about like, what is the most fire thing that I can say in every line? Like, I need to have 3 entendres. Like, that was kind of the focus. And it's like, wait, don't forget you're making music. Like, don't forget that you're making music. So that's something I had to learn for sure.
All right, cool. So now we can transition, prepare yourselves, everything like that. We're mellowing out. DJ Clark Kent, like you said on the Deontay Kyle podcast of just him reaching out, you guys kind of interacting on social media, and then him taking you under his wing, mentorship, like you said earlier in this interview, teaching you how to rap and stuff like that. I guess, just what did that mentorship mean to you? And to kind of have someone so big and so legendary in the genre be genuine with you and like, real support and not nothing fake it, like what did that mean to you kind of starting off early days going into this industry?
I didn't really believe it for real. Like, my mind can play tricks on me and right now tell me that none of it happened. Like, promise you. Like, it's really, really, really crazy. The only thing that brings me back, especially in hindsight now that he's passed, my production team that I worked on the EP with, like the entire project was produced through them. I was introduced to them through Clark. So they, have stories and stuff that they share with me about like their times and stuff that they, because he came up under Clark. I'm talking about Ezo specifically. Shout out Ezo. So, I mean, it means everything. Like, mind you, when we first spoke like on the phone, I had already done my homework on him before we actually spoke on the phone because I already knew him, but I didn't want him to think I wasn't completely familiar. So I did even more research than what I already had. But even when we got on the phone, he made sure to tell me his entire resume in case I still wasn't sure. Like, I was like, all right, nigga, you got it. You're the GOAT. You got it. You got it. You got it.
You ever meet people, side note, like a real famous person and you shake their hand and they like say their name and you're like, yeah, I know who you are.
Like, you don't gotta tell me. I know. Trust
like
me.
LeBron, I know. Thank
right.
you.
Like, don't say your name to me right now. Are you crazy? But yeah, for him to see something in me, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, all right, I'm not tripping. I must be decent at this. Cause this nigga wouldn't tell me that. Like, it would kind of bring me back to reality when I would feel like, why am I even trying to rap? Like, this is stupid. Like, why? What is the point? But it's like, nah, like, I got something. Let's see what it can do. But yeah, he poured a lot into me. Again, he gave me the producers that I have now that I've been working with for all of this time. It's been a long time. So that means everything to me. It really does.
How long have you worked on this project?
Since 2021.
Goodness gracious.
2021.
How did it feel to release it, like on release night and stuff?
It felt like finally, damn. But it also was like, wow, like this EP you've been talking about since 2021 is actually out. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. And like, I gave up at one point, like last year. I was like, you know what? Sorry, y'all. It's been great. Thanks for everything. I'm not finishing this. Like, it got that real. So to have overcome like everything that came with it as far as doubt, and it wasn't always doubt. Like, it was great moments too, but the doubt part was hard because it's like I'm not a vulnerable person. I'm not somebody that really has put myself out there for real. I like, especially on social media, I was very like, let me be mysterious. Like, let me, post every now and again. No one's gonna know what I'm really up to. Like, you can't do none of that cute shit when you try and have people find you. Like, all that shit's out the window. So, yeah, it's been a journey, but overall, just really, really excited and happy that it is out. Couldn't be happier and just ready to like put new stuff out.
How do you think Clark Kent would have felt about this project?
Well, he did get to hear one of the songs. That's how long I've been working on this project. He got to hear one of the songs and give me his approval. So that's nice that I did get that for at least one. But I think he would just be proud that I'm following through, because I used to come to him like, hey, can you call me? Like, I'm fucking down as hell right now. Like, I don't know. Is something wrong with me? Like, I don't think I should be tripping like this. Like, what's up? So I think he would just be proud that I even like went ahead and pulled the trigger. Like, put that shit out. Like, what's, you know what I'm saying? So I think he would be proud. So I think he is proud and sprinkling some blessings down. So yeah.
What song was it, if you don't mind me asking?
It was actually Loose Leaf.
Shout out to Loose Leaf. Shout out to Loose Leaf, man.
Loose
Shout out to Loose Leaf, man.
Yep.
man. Oh, what went into the sequencing of this project? Because Loose Leaf is like in the deadpan middle of it.
Yeah. Well, for one, like I wasn't sure if I wanted like Clowns and Rinse and Repeat felt like the beginning and the end. Like, and I didn't know which one would be which. But I knew that those were gonna start and finish the project. Everything else, it was kind of just about however I felt it sounded sonically best. But those two I knew had to be in the beginning or in the end.
I agree with that 100%. I think both of those is like Clowns is like high tempo. It's a good intro to get you like I said, and then especially if you watch the thing on YouTube, you're like, oh, hey, what's going on? But and then Rinse and Repeat, like I said, that is kind of hip hop to the core and stuff like that, and I really rock with that as well. So
I mean, now that I think about it, I feel like it's kind of like who I am and my core is hip hop. So I think it's kind of cool that like that's how I brought you in and that's how I left you out. And everything else, I really was having fun with for the most part. Like, I mean, I was having fun with all of it, but it was just like I would have maybe not picked all those beats on my own type shit. But with working with Ezo and Shiz, Brooklyn Billionaires, like they're like, just trust me, like try it, see what. And I'm like, okay, let's see. And then it's like, wait, okay, that's dope.
I wanted to ask you about the well, hold on. I wanted to close the chapter on the Clark Kent part of this interview, and then like ask you just kind of some basic questions at the end.
Okay.
So the day, going back to last October when you heard the news about, DJ Clark Kent, I guess, just where were you? Kind of what was like your initial, like what was the day like, everything like that?
I was at work when I found out. But it's crazy because I watched the Joe Budden podcast and I feel like I don't remember the day of the week, but I'm certain I had watched the podcast episode that had dropped that week. So it had to have been after Wednesday of that week. Because that's when they dropped their podcast or whatever. And Joe said something like, shout out to Clark Kent. I'm like, my Clark Kent? Why you shouting him out? Like, what's up? I don't know nothing new that's going on with him. Like, that's interesting. But that was it. It was just like, shout out to DJ Clark Kent. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I kind of saw like a little rumor of something that he like wasn't doing very well. But I didn't really feed into it. So then when I saw the post, I was like, what the fuck? And I hit up Ezo, like, I didn't even know that Clark was sick the whole entire time that I knew him. So that kind of fucked me up. Like, and not that he owed me that, like, that wasn't our relationship. It was very like, mentor mentee. But I was like, damn, like I didn't even know. Like, so it was rough and, you know, sad, and just, you know, still, you know, think about his family and Ezo. Like, I know that really hurt him and stuff. So it's hard. It's sad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely sorry for your loss. I want to say that it's, you know, something that I think about in hip hop all the time is with Vince Staples, how you know, Mac Miller was kind of like the one who taught him how to rap.
Yeah.
And like when people bring even him up in interviews, it's like he's still to this day, what is it, 7 years later, he
Yeah.
kind of skips past it. You know, he might talk about it a little bit and then go to the next thing, go to the next thing, and start telling jokes again. It's Vince Staples, you know.
Right.
But it's just something I think about, of just like he has a constant reminder about it, because that's the career field that he's in, and you know, it's
Right.
changed his life, hip hop, and it's all kind of like goes back to Malcolm McCormick. So it's like the same thing with Clark Kent. I can imagine like that's a different type of grieving process. Like you said, you know, as you continue to climb up and stuff like that, it was like, dang, like this dude, he's forever connected to me in my career, and you're kind of like a representation of him. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing in that sense, but you know, it's also kind of like kind of sad. So you know, like just always remember that and carry that, man. You representing him.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It's just crazy though. Like the one thing that I've like kind of regretted was just like, bro, we never met in person. Like that's nutty. Like that is crazy to me. I just knew that was gonna happen. If nothing else, we would get to actually meet in person. So that fucks me up. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just happy that I was even, you know, able to connect with him.
And that doesn't invalidate, you know what I'm saying, your grieving process at all, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still like you guys still have, it's a very legitimate kind of connection and relationship there too, mentorship and mentee. So 100%. I want to ask you about the cover art and stuff like that, and then just your name Audy in general. Where did the name Audy come from? Is that your name? Like, if you don't want your government out there, I trust your privacy and stuff like that. But like, where did Audy come from?
Well, Audy is kind of like a nickname, maybe you could say, for like my government name. Autumn is my government name. So like my best friend kind of used to call me Audy when we were little, but it never stuck for real. I don't know how I came up with Audy Audemars. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just remember I was trying to figure out, like, my Instagram can't be like, it was like a variation of like my government name. I was like, nah, I'm rapping now. Like, what can my name be? Like, what the hell? And I'm like, okay, maybe I want to do the, you know, where it's like AA or like, you know what I'm saying, Audy Audemars. Like, I was trying to find something that would just work. And then I just stumbled across that. And I was like, all right. But then I shortened it to Audy. So on streams, it's only Audy. Yeah.
So is your rap name Audy Audemars?
On Apple Music, you have to only search Audy. Like on streaming services, it's only Audy. But Audy Audemars is like something I play on, and it's all of my social media handles. So I just kind of play on it still, but it's not a part of my artist name officially.
Do you have an Audemars?
Not yet.
I feel like you got to.
I just said that over the weekend.
You have to put your life savings into Audemars. That has to be your shout out to Shadur.
I'm going my 401k right now. Stop playing with me.
Come on now. Financial literacy. What Angel Reese said, financial literacy. Y'all said Angel Reese can't teach financial literacy. That's anti-black. You got to learn how to, if you get the money, you got to learn
I'm getting the AP.
Even if you don't have money, you have to know how to manage your money at any level of having money. I don't think financial literacy courses are a bad thing at any level. Everybody needs to know how to manage money. It's I don't know. Sometimes I think people can be too wired and think too much, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I respect saving up the 401k, everything like that, and things like that. But if you ever want to make an irresponsible purchase, my suggestion for the brand.
Oh, I miss this irresponsible purchase. I love an irresponsible purchase every now and again. Love it.
Or no, hold on. We gotta run this back. You said you happy now. Get the reason why you happy to get you the A. Let me get the Audemars for the brand. Let me get a, you know what I mean? For the
I need a little
brand.
Audemars. I'm gonna get one.
But no,
I don't know
I feel like if you get it as a gift, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, I need a percentage of your career earnings," and no. So
No, I'm getting my
that was a bad
own
decision.
Audemars.
That was bad advice. I apologize.
Refer to the EP. I specifically, explicitly said I'm icing myself out. Like that is definitely what I plan to do for sure.
I respect it.
Yeah.
It's terrible advice.
Nah, you good.
So the cover art, like, what was the idea for the cover art? Who came up with it for you to be the time ticking and everything like that on the Audemars?
That was my idea.
It's fire.
Yeah, that was my idea. I knew I wanted to call the project Audemars, and I knew I didn't just want it to be the watch face of an Audemars. So I was like, okay. I had a different idea. Like I didn't know it would come out the way that it did. I love the way it came out, but in my mind, I kind of saw it a little different. But it's like, you know how everything just can't translate in the real world the way that you think it can.
Yeah.
But I love the way it came out. So I just told them, I wanted my body to be the time. And that's what they showed me. And I was like, yep, that's it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, that was it. Because I knew I wanted it to look like I was on the face of the watch. And that's what they gave me. So I was pleased.
Who do you want to work with?
Probably people I've already mentioned in this. Yeah, I'd love to work with Conway. I'd love to work with Doechii too.
Okay, shout out Doechii.
Yeah, shout out Doechii. I would like to work with I like to work with Push. I don't know if he like to work with me, but I like to work with Push. I would.
Push is cool. Like he's a cool. Like, have you ever been to one of his shows?
I've never been to one of his shows.
He talks to the fans like during the show, like you know how you just yell stuff out. Like he hears you and he responds to it on stage. I was like,
oh, that's lit.
Yeah. My friends and I, we were like laughing, and he was like, "Hey man, this is an experience. We all family here." Da 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 da. But it was funny because we was like, "Get him, Push," and he'd be like, "I'm gonna get him." It was just like little things like that. He would call him nonsense.
Nah, that's hard. That doesn't surprise me though. I don't know.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah. So based off of that, I would say his personality, he'd be down to do it.
That's tough. That's great to hear.
Let me see if I could call Pharrell right now.
Please. But, oh my God.
But nah. Yeah. So
Neptune producing.
So you got Neptunes, you got Griselda, Conway, everybody like that.
Yeah. TDE for sure. With Doechii. I don't know. Two of the greatest guys that were just beefing with each other last year. I wouldn't mind working with either of those guys. Can't cap.
What about both? Like,
would absolutely love both.
How would you do it? Would you just like not tell them, "Hey, I have this other song with this guy," and just kind of like we vibing in the studio, and you give them both of their flowers? Because they have to understand the younger generation, like the kids that grew up on them. You have to understand, we like both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't be like, "Oh, I hate one of y'all now." Like
something is wrong if they don't know that, and I think that they do. I know they know that, and I feel like that beef will probably be far removed. That we won't even be thinking about the beef no more when it's my turn for that. So you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even worried about that. But if it did happen tomorrow, look, guys. Please, I love y'all both. Now stop it.
It's never gonna end. It is what it like. This beef started when I was 18. I'm 30. Yeah. It's never going to end. It's gonna be something forever. But all right, Audy, I appreciate the time so much, man. We're getting out of here now. It's been almost an hour and a half. You did that easy, like a vet. Come on, man. What are we talking about? So I guess, just where can the people stream the project everything like that. Audimar, and where can the people follow you on social media as well?
Okay, so you can stream Audemars everywhere. So Spotify, Apple Music. It's actually on YouTube Music as well, where you can find my other videos that I dropped, Clowns, which is on the EP Audemars. That official video is out on YouTube now. You can follow me at Audy Audemars on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And yeah, I'll have an official webpage shortly. She'll get there shortly, and you'll be able to keep up with me there too. There's my link tree. We can get to everything. Title too. Shout out Title.
Shout out Title. Shout out Jay-Z. I don't even think Jay-Z still like owns Title, but like shout out to Jay-Z.
Shout out
You know what I
anyway.
mean? Shout out anyway. Black ownership. Clowns. You guys see the music video there. Apple Music,
Yep.
Spotify. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. Everything like that. Audy, if you want to leave us with the little Josh B, is this my dog? I know this ain't my dog in the life, but it's good, my boy. But all right, hold on. You said Milligan? Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. All right. So I'm sorry. Yeah. I ain't talked to my mans in a while, so I got to look.
It's okay.
Karan Butcher says Shorty cold.
Appreciate you.
Karan, she happy
bro.
now, so don't get beat up. But Audy, if you want to leave us with a verse or anything, a taste like that, to where people can expect when they put you on, now is your time. Acoustically, anything?
Did you say a verse?
If you want to give people like a couple lines from the EP.
All right. I give you a hook. Well, actually, I give you one line. Never question
Okay. We getting one line. We getting one line exclusively from Audy, man. Y'all know what it is. Rashad Milligan. Stream, we doing it big. Yo, what you talking about? Shout out to me.
It's my turn. It's easy. Never question a bad bitch. End of story.
There you have it. Audy, I appreciate the time so much. Thank you for stopping by and letting me hold you hostage for 80 minutes. I appreciate it.
Oh, it was so fun. Thank you so much for having me. We got to chat again soon.
For sure. Say that. Whenever you're releasing something, you always have home over here.
Thank you
and
so
as
much.
always, if you are watching this, have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good evening, afternoon. If no one else told you today, I care for you. Make sure you stream Audy. Appreciate it. Until next time.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.